Hi, I'm Hitesh Patel and I work for Lensha International, who are presenting these series of videos. I work as a lead architect, a consultant and a senior coach. In these series of videos, we're presenting ITIL version 4, or as we know it now as ITIL 4, as you will know by watching these series of videos. In these series of videos, we'll be talking about a lot of the questions that you might want answers to. Some of these key questions might be, what does ITIL 4 mean to the organization? Why the series of changes? And what does this mean in an era of digital transformation? What would you say would be covered in the new version that you're looking to address that maybe the current version doesn't quite address, or maybe doesn't address enough to what your standards would be maybe?
Sure. There are a couple of things that immediately come to mind. The first is prior versions of ITIL didn't really play up the people side of service management all that much. It acknowledged why people and skills and competencies are important, but it didn't treat them with the same amount of, it didn't treat them across the same number of pages as, say, the process design or the KPIs or the CSFs. What we want to do with ITIL 4 is to correct that imbalance and to say, people are as important as your partners and suppliers. They're as important as the processes that you have. They're as important as the tools that you have. It's all everything has equal balance, and it's how you combine these various resources to create the services, to create service management that's really at stake here. The other thing which I think ITIL has mentioned several times but has not really come out through training, and certainly as a consultant I can tell you I've not really emphasized this all that much sometimes, is adapt and adopt and continually improve. Typically when we come in as consultants, I think we are told deliver this, and we sort of stay in those lines and say we are delivering this, rather than saying what is actually beneficial for our customers. How do we put in place a mechanism where whatever we put in can be subject to continual improvement, can have a life of its own after we as consultants depart or we as trainers depart.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've gone in as a consultant to several clients where they're still using the same process or the same tools that some consultant came and put in for them 4, 5, 10 years ago, and they've not really evolved it to keep pace with the changing needs of the business. And so with ITIL 4, one of the things we want to emphasize is the need to adapt and adopt the guidance. So one size does not fit all. It's very contextual depending on your company, your industry, or even your team. But secondly, you need to be able to adapt, you need to be able to continually improve what you've put in place, because your business is constantly evolving. IT should not stay still.
Perfect. Thank you for your time, Akshay.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.